OhioMeansJobs Champaign County is committed to assisting local employers in finding qualified employees. This video series provides realistic previews of local opportunities available and the necessary skills and characteristics preferred for a person seeking employment.
My name's Dan Yohe. I've been with RITTAL now for 16 and a half years. I'm a quality engineer, also a certified Six Sigma black belt. I guess I'm a hometown boy, so I am local. Lived here all my life. That's about it for me. So.
I'm Nick Frost. I'm the engineering manager. I've been here for 14 going on 15 years. Like Dan, I'm also a hometown boy, born and raised here. So our role as engineers is we develop the processes, new equipment acquisition. That's kind of my role.
Okay, so tell us about the apprenticeship programs here at RITTAL. What apprenticeship programs do you currently offer?
Okay. As of right now, currently we offer 3 different apprenticeship programs here at RITTAL. We have a maintenance technician apprenticeship program, an industrial engineering apprenticeship, and a manufacturing engineering apprenticeship program. All 3 of these are designed for a 8,000-hour on-the-job training program with associated criteria, what they call related instructions, classroom work. So we look at 4-year programs, basically, is what we've designed as of right now.
And we're considering more, as the first 3 have been pretty successful. So considering more.
Yeah, we have one on the drawing board right now for an IT apprentice with a little bit of emphasis in cybersecurity, which is kind of related to the current state of the times right now. Cybersecurity is becoming a big thing. So being an international company, that's something that we feel pretty strongly is needed at this time. So back in, I think, the summer of 2019, our vice president of operations had approached me, and due to the success that we currently have with our internship and co-op programs with college students, he thought an apprenticeship program would be the logical next step in our kind of our training evolution here at RITTAL. We were provided information from the Ohio State Apprenticeship Council regarding templates that they recommend for designing a program. We partnered then with Clark State College and developed the criteria to meet those particular job functions that were outlined in the program. And then it was just a matter of working through the OhioMeansJobs Area 7 Workforce Development Board in conjunction then with the Ohio State Apprenticeship Council to get the programs actually certified. And from there, it's a matter of choosing our candidates.
I'd add to that as a global company, RITTAL is in Europe and other countries. The apprenticeships are
very popular.
Very popular and supported. So getting the internal support here from management wasn't very difficult.
Yeah.
One of our first apprentices actually started off as an intern, and you'll meet him later. But when Dan and I sat down and reviewed what the program was going to be, our first goal was to create a curriculum, an environment that provided for well-rounded engineers, technicians. The goal was they're better than we are, that they come out with those practical experiences and knowledge that you don't always get from someone straight out of college. And it's becoming more and more difficult to find those seasoned engineers and technicians in the labor force. It's tough right now.
Yep.
So first, that was our goal, better than we are. And since then, the benefits have been working with Clark State has been, we set that curriculum to specifically what we needed. They hit the ground running a lot quicker than what necessarily someone fresh out of college would have had. Right. And because it's in concert with what they're learning at school, we see that as more value-added usage of their skills and talents at the time they're learning them. But it's not just the apprentice that we're getting the value out of. Also, as we look at growth within engineers and staff that's already here, the mentorship of an apprentice is every bit as important. And that's something that I have young engineers that they want to go up through management. Those are the ones that we've sent through the mentorship training and are training those apprenticeships or apprentices. They're learning those skills of developing people versus just throwing them into a management role and trying to learn it. But in a very controlled situation, here's a single apprentice. So it's another one of those hidden values that not everyone thinks about in the apprenticeship program.
Yeah, I mean, the job market is so brutal out there right now, and the competition to get highly skilled engineers, technicians is just off the charts right now. So the most logical thing that we could do as a company is to train our own highly skilled workforce. Good news is with this type of program, the Department of Labor put out some numbers that say there's over a 97% retention rate with apprentices who completed the program. So we feel pretty good that we're going to have, after the program's completed, some long-term employment from these apprentices. So.
And what we want to do as a company is we want to show them that we're investing in that person, that individual. You're not just a face and a number. We're investing in you, hoping that that means something to them, as it does most people, and to the retention. Yeah,
and you have to mention too the affordability of it due to the availability of funds that's been provided by the OhioMeansJobs program, Area 7 workforce. We're basically able to put the upfront cost of the schooling, the tuition cost, the book cost. RITTAL puts that up front. The apprentice completes that particular semester successfully. Then the state of Ohio basically reimburses for those funds. So, I mean, it's really a win-win situation all the way around.
Yeah, there's a lot of bright kids out there that don't have the opportunity to go to college. Maybe there's funding for the university itself. Yeah. But they still have to earn money to make a living and pay bills. It's not just about the upfront college money. Right. So,
and the student aid debt these days, it just puts these kids in a big hole right off the bat. Yeah. A program like this, they get their schooling paid for. There's no student debt involved. And after it's completed, the way we've designed the curriculum is they're pretty close to a degree after they complete, maybe a few elective classes that they'd have to take, but other than that, they're about 2/3 of the way there.
Our success story within the engineering group is Nick Reynolds. You'll meet him later, of course, but with Nick, he's actually about to accomplish his bachelor's degree in engineering while he's going through the apprenticeship program. So it speaks volumes to the character in him. He wanted to get that practical experience, work, go to school. Perfect candidates. Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. It's not that easy to find either. I mean, our interviewing process, you really have to do your due diligence when selecting a candidate. You got to find that candidate that has enough determination and commitment to go through a 4-year program like this. So, that's key. to the success.
My name is Stephen Buca. I'm the Industrial Engineering Manager at RITTAL. I've been here 2 years, but I have over 20 years of manufacturing experience. I signed on to be a mentor as I've done it in the past, and I like to see the growth of a young professional gaining strength in his chosen career. My biggest duty as a mentor is to create conditions of learning that will strengthen the apprenticeship's career path and gain more experience, hands-on experience on the production environment. What I like about being a mentor is seeing the growth of individuals and their learning and enjoying their successes as an individual themselves. Some of the difficulties as a mentor is our current environment with the manpower situation across the nation, is that the apprenticeships, we've had to grow them faster in learning and that career growth, is the need of having somebody in the position is very high right now. For an industrial engineer, I think the best success is like in David's situation where we brought him up from the floor, so he understands the functional environment of the production floor, and now he's getting the technical background and can actually link the two together, makes him going to become a very strong industrial engineer to have that background. The most desirable traits for people coming in from the street to this environment is to not be fearful of production and actually be very sociable. Is building relationships with the operators working on the floor will actually strengthen your problem-solving skills. The apprenticeship program has benefited RITTAL as a whole. We're giving somebody and we're gaining the loyalty and the retention with that person. So they're growing up within the company themselves, and the company's giving back to that person. And that's a big benefit to retain somebody over these years.
Yeah, my name is Glenn Byrne. I've been with RITTAL for 14 years, and I'm currently a manufacturing engineer. My duties as a mentor is just making sure Nick stays on task, just to be there if he has any questions, maybe give suggestions on things that I think might be better for what we're working on, and just make sure he's set up to succeed and would like to continue to be an engineer. Some things I like about being a mentor, it reminds me of when I first started as an engineer, and there were people around me that were helping me at the time, and just to be methodical about that with a new person that can be shaped into what I'd like to think I've become. Difficulties with being a mentor is just time and day. The amount of time in a day. It's not my primary job. I'm trying to juggle that along with all the other things that come along with being a manufacturing engineer, and then just really making sure I've got enough time for him when he needs help with anything. I think the most important skill for an apprentice is just that willingness to learn, and them enjoying what we're doing. I think really plays a big factor in that. Patience is another one. Things aren't always as easy as it is in the classroom. So this real life exposure is a good test run for what it would take to be an engineer or even an accountant, whatever field they happen to be in. So it's just good exposure for them. The apprenticeship program has benefited RITTAL, I think, in a lot of ways. Initially there's a lot of learning, so it's more than just what the job entails. It's where to go and who to talk to for certain things. So in the span of a year, it allows the individual to develop and fit into the company. And after that, you essentially have a full-time worker that can help with just about everything. Maybe not the most complex problems, but there's definitely a lot of little issues that need solved every day, and an extra hand is always needed. As far as the apprenticeship program, I feel like it's something that we should have done a long time ago, and I'm glad to see that we're finally coming around to it. It's really the best way to find new individuals and get them in the door, and once they're here, they understand what it takes, and by the time they're graduated, you've got somebody that is way ahead of anybody coming out of school starting day one. It's something that I think we should continue to do, and I can't imagine us stopping.
Andy Levicat. I've been with RITTAL for 23 years. I'm a maintenance team leader, and I've been a team leader for about 15 years now. I signed on to be a mentor so I could help develop other people to assist us in our growing needs here at RITTAL. I like being a mentor because you can mold people to the needs of the company, and you can help them achieve that. There's been a lot of difficulties with starting up the program. It's new to us here at RITTAL, and just trying to get everybody on the same page and developing this new program has had a lot of challenges. Someone that's a self-starter and very outgoing and also open at the same time to new ideas and experiences helps a mentor develop to a higher skill level. It's always nice to have new people come in and share their ideas. It's not just about showing them how to work, but it's about creating a team and supporting your team together. So it's really helped us develop our team.
My name's David Vanderveen. I'm an apprentice industrial engineer at RITTAL, and I've worked here for about 7 years. A typical day includes going out to the production floor, talking to people, and seeing how I can improve the safety, quality, and productivity on the lines. I started at RITTAL as a machinist, and after about 5 years, I switched over into the apprenticeship program. Favorite aspects of the apprenticeship for industrial engineering is the variety of work that I get to do. To be an apprentice in the industrial engineering program, you need to have the ability to think quickly and transition what you're doing. That way you can target a variety of different objectives. The reason I still work at RITTAL is because they've always offered me the opportunity to advance my career and give me the skills I need to succeed.
My name is Nick Reynolds. I am a manufacturing engineering apprentice. I have been here for about 2.5 years now. I started out through a co-op through Clark State. I kind of grew into an internship, and then I was continuing to advance through my education. I already had received my associate's degree, but I knew that I had more room to grow. So then I decided to get into the apprenticeship program, and it's been very beneficial so far. So my decision to join the apprenticeship was basically just to learn more, develop myself more as an engineer, because obviously school teaches you a lot, but at the same time there's a lot of development that takes place on the job. There's a lot to it, but at the same time it's been very beneficial to me. I know that I've grown a lot since I have taken on the apprenticeship, and I plan to continue to do so. The biggest difficulty I've faced so far is basically just jumping from having small, simple projects from being an intern to taking on larger scale projects that have to do with bringing in machinery and altering machinery. It seems like it wouldn't be a big deal, but at the same time, the first time doing it is very intimidating. But having done so, I believe I am more confident now. To be successful in the apprenticeship, you need to be a problem solver, and you also need to be able to listen. There's a lot that you need to take in, and your experiences and knowledge will be beneficial. You can use your knowledge as well, but you need to be able to listen, because the whole point of this is to make you better at what you do. Originally, I came into RITTAL through the co-op program. I didn't really know what to expect, but after spending the time here and completing my co-op, I really enjoyed the environment within the engineering office. We're all decently close. We are able to crack jokes and have fun, but at the same time, we get a lot done. And I really just didn't want to leave the environment. I would say not to hesitate to look into the apprenticeship. There can be a lot of misconceptions as far as, you're signing your life away or something along those lines when you join or take on the apprenticeship, but that's not the case. They really want to make you a better engineer or whatever position you're taking an apprenticeship in. They just want to refine you and make you as good as possible.
My name is Matthew Thomas. I'm in the Maintenance Apprenticeship program, and I'm quickly approaching my 90-day mark. Our days are quite full, and every day is a little bit different. But what we focus on here is CNC production. So I work industrial maintenance and everything that involves. But more specifically, I focus on CNC mechanics. Okay, so what I like about the apprenticeship program is that I'm able to build on the skill set that I have. Now, if you're a person that likes to tinker with different projects, then you'd probably be a good fit for this program. That's kind of what attracted me. I like to build stuff, I like to tinker, I like to troubleshoot, and largely what this program has provided me is the training and the skill set to develop as a maintenance technician. Being in the Maintenance Apprenticeship program, it comes with its challenges. Largely the challenges that I work with is the new technology. We have a lot of programs, the CNC programs. Those are challenging. But I guess overall, just being the new guy and just being new to a lot of the industrial maintenance environment. So I guess those are the challenges. The skills a person should be equipped with is time management. You need to be focused on time management because of the workload. Not only are you doing the practical work, but also in your spare time, you're learning the theory. So with the apprenticeship program, time management. Hopefully a person comes to the table with having a strong grip on time management. Okay, so I did see a lot of programs out there, and what attracted me to RITTAL was it's a German company, so that's kind of neat as far as what we do here, the product that we make. So I come from an IT background, and what they do here is climate-controlled IT closures. So I like the product that they make. I like, I guess the most attractive part of RITTAL, I live 8 minutes away, so I don't know if I should say that, but it's close, it's convenient. The people in the community recognize RITTAL as being a strong employer for the community, so I like being part of that teamwork. I guess that's it.
Contact us today to learn more about employer services available through OhioMeansJobs, Champaign County.